Cannon left the ground in a boot. How is he?
Yeah, we're giving him both him and Gus will give us as much time as possible and to get on the bus. So we're assessing them again today. So quick turnaround, obviously from Wednesday night to Thursday, Friday. Tom rolled his ankle in about the first 5 minutes. I think what I will say is he had to be dragged off at half time. So the medical guys made a decision on that, not Tom. So he was in a bit of discomfort and pain, but these things can settle down pretty quickly, and hopefully they will do with him, and obviously Gus. That was flagged up pretty early in the game when he first went down, so we're hoping that's not too serious. So treatment, assessment on the bus, great. If not, be ready for next week.
Right. Everybody else okay?
Everybody's good, yeah, good.
It must be frustrating for Cannon because he's just getting used to his new surroundings and he has to hobble off.
Yeah, So as I said, it's as I've said in my press before, he's come from a different background, and he's played his part in a team that's won 3 games on the spin. So listen, there's more to come from him. We have to be patient. We can't rush. Everybody wants instant. It's incredible, and but we know what he gives to the team. His teammates know. I had the same with Kiefer, and now maybe I'm having the same with Tom. 21-year-old, much sought after centre forward, stretches the game, opens it up. The press was magnificent from our point of view on Wednesday night against a team that controls possession. It had to be right. I thought the combination of him and Callum up the top of the pitch, out of possession, was brilliant. Allowed us to create chances and control and dictate the game. And ultimately get that big win that we're all after.
Singling out one person, he'd had his rest, I suppose, against Portsmouth. Callum O'Hare comes back and was outstanding.
Yeah, well, that's how it's going to be. You know, I have to pick an horses for courses team. It might settle down when we go Saturday to Saturday, but at this particular moment, I'm getting vital minutes. I think that was the challenge against Portsmouth. Looking back at it and reflecting on it, you know. Was that the game where I could get vital minutes into Hamza, into Harry Clark, into Ben as well, and then we had that ability to change the team around. And the good thing about it, as I said, we've got the important minutes into those 3 guys. The only minutes that nobody's really had at the moment is Rob Holding, but he's fit as a fiddle, keeps himself in great shape, and he's knocking on the door as well. So delighted with the January transfer window, the way we are. We got through that period, as I've talked about quite a lot. There's a lot said about it. You're not at your best, and at times other stuff. But we crack on, and we're in a good place, and especially after the feel of the performance on Wednesday night, which we all were all after.
I wonder if, in keeping a very talented squad all happy, is this the idea of making players believe that they're almost impact players? So you're not starting today, but off the bench you can make a real impact now.
It's part of the group. I keep saying about it, and the historian, the football historian I am. It's not Liverpool of the 80s with one sub and a team that plays 46 games. And everybody has, 42, 43, 44 appearances. We're seeing more injuries. We're seeing how the game physically is now taking shape, and tactical substitutions to refresh the group. Have that ability to. We have that, and no disrespect, as I said, about the young kids when they were sat on the bench, but they were never coming on in a way. So we had to get through that period, which we have done, and I think if you just look at especially the last 2 games, the goal against Portsmouth, the winner, fabulous ball by Gus, great ball by Tom Cannon, equally great ball by Ryan, and a finish by Jez. So we have that ability now. Ben came on Wednesday night and impacted the game. Tom Davies come on onto the game and impacted the game. So we have that ability too. it's good. It's good for me, good for the coaches. We just got to plot our way through this season. We've got to plot our way through the next 14 games, and if we do, then hopefully we'll be in a good place come May.